See, I don't know how well you're able to see this.
Even across continents, Richard Hemsley wants to share stories of his grandfather.
The man seated on the chair is Frank. When you look at his face, you can tell that he had a great sense of humor. And I think I have a great sense of humor. Actually, my wife would disagree probably.
Though he never met Lieutenant Frank Hemsley, Richard knows all about him thanks to decades of his own family research. After fighting with the British Army in South Africa, Frank immigrated to Canada to be a farmer in 1911. His family joined a year later. He farmed near Prince Albert, Saskatchewan for almost 5 years, and then he joined the Canadian military for the First World War. Frank died in 1917 while leading his battalion into the Battle of Hill 70, a deadly fight against Germany ending with almost 10,000 Canadian casualties.
He's a much loved and respected member of the family, and we know his story.
But they didn't know where he was until now. Turns out Frank's remains were found in France back in 2012, along with some of his battalion buttons. Canada's Department of National Defence has a casualty identification program that couldn't at first get enough DNA from Frank's bones, so they couldn't ID him. But they tried last year with new technology, it worked, and Richard Hemsley was a match.
This was the first time that I was able to speak to a grandchild who was the DNA donor for a First World War casualty.
Sarah Lockyer hopes as technology advances, so too do her chances at solving family mysteries like Frank's. She has 42 other skeletons to ID, but there are more than 27,000 Canadians who died in international conflicts who have no known grave.
We hope to be able to identify them so that they can be buried with their name, by their regiment, and hopefully in the presence of family.
It's just nice to know the end of the story.
Hemsley has brought his own family to Vimy Ridge to feel his grandfather's legacy. This summer, they'll go back to France for a full military reburial to properly say goodbye to their war hero. Sam Sampson, CBC News, Regina.